Welcome to another episode of the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your amazing host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I thank you for joining me, as well as thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button for more content here on the Curtis Zone. Now, today we have asked ourselves, is Lex Luthor smart enough to defeat Dr. Doom? Now, this is a very complex thing, because we are not only starting our episodes on Superman, but we're also getting a little bit of a jump on Dr. Doom before he's introducing the MCU in Avengers Doomsday. This is because Superman Legacy has set to release yesterday, and I haven't seen it yet. I will be seeing it next week, though. It's looking like it's going to be pretty fun. I hope that you guys are ready, because these are two of the smartest characters in both Marvel and DC. In their respective comic books, they are regarded as not only the smartest characters, but the most dangerous characters ever. So, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, hit that like and subscribe button for more content here on the Curtis Zone. Before we get started, news. As far as news goes, I have nothing really special to report other than the fact that I will be starting my giveaway contest. And I will be giving you the prizes that you're going to be competing for on the next episode. I hope that you guys are ready for that, okay? Now, I could go on and on about what's going on in my giveaway contest, but I want to get started with this episode right now, as soon as possible, okay? Let's get started, because these are two of the smartest characters in their respective comic books. But before we get started, I want you to remember to hit that like, subscribe button, okay? And as well as that notification bell, as well as that share button as well, and share this with others. I can't wait for everyone to see it, okay? Let's get started by talking about Lex Luthor.
We come into this world unknown.
Now, you can say whatever you want about Lex Luthor, but that shiny bald head has had a lot of great feats of intelligence over the years. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, and just be in mind, little spoiler here, these are very heavy on the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited animated series. So, let's get started. The first feat of his intellect is in the World's Finest comic books, when he utilized his money, influence, and intelligence to gain a seat as President of the United States. While he was doing that, he was dosing himself with enough kryptonite poisoning to make himself as poisonous as possible to Superman himself. I thought that was pretty amazing, due to the fact that kryptonite is a very dangerous substance, and he made himself not only immune to it, but being able to be powered by it. However, even though it was poisoning his mind, it was still pretty impressive to see that. A next piece of feat from Lex Luthor is when he mastered Martian Manhunter's powers. Lex Luthor is smart enough to reverse engineer any technology and any DNA sequence, and he mastered Martian Manhunter's powers and became known as Apex Lex. Though Apex Lex was defeated by the Bat Who Laughs, it was still an impressive and amazing feat of intellect. Who can forget that? Moving into the Justice League animated series, the first thing I want to talk about is when Lex Luthor defeated the Justice Lords. With the help of Superman, he defeated the Justice Lords, but he did so by building something known as a power disruptor, which temporarily shut down the powers of the Justice Lords. Who could forget that moment in the Justice League animated series when the Flash said to Superman, "You're not such a Boy Scout after all," and then Superman responded by saying, "Never got my first merit badge." Another feat of Lex Luthor's intellect in the Justice League animated series is when he made a deal with Brainiac. This happened in Justice League Unlimited when it was found out that Brainiac was living inside of him for years. And so, he not only made a deal with Brainiac, he also mastered Brainiac's powers and technology, and the two of them were going to eradicate the entire world. Remake the universe, if you will. That was pretty cool. Continuing on with Justice League Unlimited, in Justice League Unlimited Season 2, Lex Luthor was brought into Grodd's secret society, and while he was doing that, he was augmenting the abilities of all the members of Grodd's secret society. However, it had been found out that Lex Luthor, while he was doing that, he was also building in a failsafe where he could control the members of the society's powers. He could only do it one at a time, but that was pretty impressive. My favorite part when he did that is when he melted Goldface. Yes, he said, who could forget when he said, let's not forget what happened to poor little Goldface. And then he proceeded to melt Goldface's face. Continuing a little further with that arc of the Justice League Unlimited, Lex Luthor also took Gorilla Grodd's entire base and the cloaking technology inside it, and Lex Luthor converted that base into a hyperspatial drive. An entire base that is as big as the Pentagon, he converted that whole thing into a hyperspatial drive. That was pretty impressive. Continuing a little bit more with that, Lex Luthor also took over Grodd's mind, using Grodd's own mind control powers against him. Everyone knows that Gorilla Grodd is a super intelligent monkey with a psychic abilities, and Lex Luthor really turned his psychic abilities back on Grodd. That was awesome. Now, finishing off a little bit on Justice League Unlimited, here's the thing. Even Lex Luthor knows how smart he is. And the new god Metron took Lex Luthor to the source wall. And Metron then said to Lex Luthor, only a 12th level intellect can possibly fathom anything that you're about to see. And Lex Luthor then said, I'm overqualified. He would then go to the source wall and find and deliver the anti-life equation to Darkseid. No mere mortal can fathom what is the anti-life equation, but Lex Luthor delivered it over to Darkseid. Only one thing I want to talk about in Young Justice, and that is in Season 1, when Lex Luthor used Superboy to find a project known as Match, and as well as find the Xenomorph City. And when he did that, he told Superboy a good businessman keeps track of his assets, proving that Lex Luthor not only has a mind for engineering, physics, alien technology, but he also has a mind for business as well, and that is pretty cool. Now let's talk about Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is one of the smartest human minds in the Marvel universe, and that being said, he has done a lot of feats of intellect over the years. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is in one of the Thor comics when Dr. Doom took Odin's destroyer armor and took it apart and rebuilt it using mortal technology, and then he used Thor's Odin Force to control it. That was awesome, because the destroyer armor is made of pure Asgardian steel, which is stronger than any metal that is on Earth. And he turned that whole thing on Thor. The next feat of intellect in Dr. Doom's arc is this, when he used an adamantium chainsaw to perform brain surgery on the Hulk. Not only that, he did brain surgery on the Hulk to eliminate Bruce Banner from the Hulk's mind forever. I'd say that's pretty impressive, because the Hulk his skin is so dense that nothing can break through it. The only thing that can break through it is adamantium, and that is pretty cool. Then there was the time that Dr. Doom mastered the mystical energies of vibranium, to which the entire nation of Wakanda did not even know about, and I'm talking not even T'Challa knew about, and T'Challa once created a new form of physics called shadow physics. Dr. Doom would use this new power to control every fragment of vibranium that is around the world, and which he said was more powerful than the power cosmic itself. My favorite feat of Dr. Doom's intellect is in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance video game, when Dr. Doom would distract every hero around the world with so many instances of attacks in the mortal world, Asgard, even Atlantis, and he would do so because he would steal the Odin Force from Odin himself and use it to remake the world in his twisted image. He would also proceed to use this power to corrupt the hearts and minds of every Marvel hero, which was so cool. So cool. I mean, who could forget that part? Who can forget that part? I mean, just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you've played Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So, in conclusion, do I think that Lex Luthor could defeat Dr. Doom in a fight? Well, given enough prep time, maybe. But in this case, no. But hey, that's just my opinion. What is your opinion? Get in the comment section down below and tell me. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're ready for the next episode, which you can see down there, because we are continuing with our Superman Legacy episodes. I hope that you guys are ready for my giveaway contest as well, because I'm going to be telling you about it in the next episode. Just keep watching, okay? I hope that you guys are ready for more and more that I come up with here on the Curtis Zone. As long as you remember to get in that comment section down below and tell me your opinion on what's going on in this episode. Do you think that Lex Luthor is smart enough to defeat Dr. Doom? Tell us in the comment section down below, okay? I hope to see you guys very soon. Peace.